Hello guys, I am Hawk and I am the creator of the paper cutting stop motion. Paper cutting animation dance video. I don't know. So the way this project started was that I had shot a dance video with my friend, and it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't the best thing in the world either. And I feel like with the amount of content there is nowadays online, I didn't want to just throw that idea away. And I wanted to come up with an original idea that will make that dance be special and stand out from the rest. The process to create this whole video was, in the beginning, we would pick a music to choreograph to. We would film it just like a regular dance video and then edit it. At that point, it was supposed to be released. But from there, I basically took a screenshot of every single frame, printed it out, and then would cut by hand each frame. And then after that, we would place that into a real environment and take a picture of that frame by frame and then edit it all together. And the end product is what you get. I think one of the hardest things was that although it is a pretty simple thing that you're doing, you have to constantly stay focused on where you're cutting, or else you could mess up at any moment. So it's not like you can just cut and then just be watching TV. You have to literally be focused the entire time, and that is really draining. To cut 1 second is 24 frames, and that usually takes anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. And since there's 180 seconds, roughly, I didn't really calculate it all, but I think it probably took anywhere from 200 hours to 250 hours, or more. I don't know at this point. The amount of paper I had to cut was 24 frames per second times 180, which comes out to a little over 4,000. It's like 4,300 pieces of paper, all cut by hand, one by one. Tedious. Would I do this project again? I think under the right circumstances, I actually will. As tedious and as painful as it was, I think that feeling of contributing something new to the world that you've never seen or experienced, the adrenaline rush you get from that, I think there's nothing that beats it. So if I can think of a way or a concept that I can do that again and then level up myself, then of course it really doesn't matter what the path is to get to that point. You'll do anything to get there. The process of cutting the thousands and thousands of pieces of paper, strangely, is a little bit therapeutic, and it's a lot of it. I don't know if painful is the right word. It's like the 5 seconds you're with the love of your life is so different to the 5 seconds you put your hand on a burning stove. An hour cutting that piece of paper is like 10 hours playing games or doing something you love. It's crazy. Time runs very differently, so if you want to go on a time travel that won't allow you to go to the future or the past, you just experience time differently, then I suggest you to cut thousands of paper. It will do that to you. The one thing I would change for next time is to try to get more people that would help me. I think for this one, it was definitely great to be able to go through from start to finish all by myself and kind of prove a point that you can. But I think with more people on deck, I'll be able to create something on a larger scale and be able to level up more things that I wouldn't have been able to if it was by myself. It really comes down to what sparks my curiosity. And if I can find that little thing, then it really doesn't matter what it takes to achieve that. It's just a matter of doing it. It really is no pain, no gain. If you don't put the work in, you won't get the results.
Quizás in Spanish, it's maybe or what if. So whatever you can take from that, I think it's going to be different for every individual that watches it. And I think that's okay. I think that's what art is. You can have your own interpretation.
If everyone that watches the video can get that little spark that I personally get to experience when I see something new, then that's more than what I can ask for. Then all that effort and the amount of work that went into creating it is fully worth it, because then those people can create their version of that. and so on, and it just constantly keeps spreading.